Racing has been in Aston Martin's blood since its very first hill climb 110 years ago. Never shy of ambition, Aston Martin continues to build on its legacy. Here is a critical part of that story: the new Aston Martin Formula One campus, due to open in just a few months' time. But tonight, it's the venue for the reveal of the AMR23.
This year is a new chapter for me and for the team as well. It's really the first year that the team has put in place different concepts on the car, a real structure for the future.
The work we're embarking on with Aramco is all focused on establishing a long-term technical legacy.
Well, the new building gives us a lot of opportunity to grow as a team. I think it's a big evolution from last year and very exciting.
Factory is going to be a game changer, and having a partner like Cognizant is invaluable.
In the next 3, 4, 5 years, Aston Martin will become a top team for sure in Formula One.
Welcome to the Aston Martin Aramco Cognizant Formula One Team's 2023 car launch. What a start we've had already. The sound of this year's launch is an exclusive release of Rain Radio's latest track, Colours. You'll hear that throughout the event. And I should add also, there will be flashing images as well throughout our launch tonight. Now, we are very excited to be here at the team's spectacular new factory. This is the first building in a multi-building campus right on the doorstep of the famous Silverstone circuit, and it's due to be operational in just a few months' time. The scene is set to usher in the all-new AMR23. There is so much energy and excitement around this team right now as it enters the next phase of its plans to shake up the order. Well, the key ingredients are coming together. There's a fresh and dynamic driver lineup that's spearheading that team. We've also got new blood across the technical and the leadership departments too. Soon, we will get to meet the AMR23 in the flesh and the broader team around it all together in one place for the very first time. But first of all, let's welcome to the stage, please, the person behind it all, the executive chairman of Aston Martin Aramco Cognizant Formula One team, Lawrence Stroll. Lawrence, it's great to see you again. First of all, how's your winter been? Busy, I guess?
Very busy. I'm pushing the guys along to build this wonderful car we're about to see tonight, and pushing the guys along at Gaydon, introducing our next generation new exciting sports cars that are coming. So it's been very exciting.
Good to launch this today and see so many friendly faces as well.
Yes, that's for sure.
I know you've said recently you've never worked so hard as you have on this project. Just explain to us why this is so important to you and what's behind your vision.
Well, this is an incredible brand. As you know, it's our 110th year anniversary. There's not too many automotive companies that could say that or have that level of history. And this was a project I embarked on a few years ago to create the hopefully one of the greatest Formula One teams that will be. And the building, as you rightfully point out, is one step. The people are another step. We already had 400 very talented people that punched above their weight before. We've basically doubled that head count, and we've added this incredible facility. Nothing like it in Formula One today. It's state of the art and doesn't compare to anything else that exists. And we're doing the same thing in the road car side of the business. You know, we've introduced the greatest SUV in the world in our DBX, and we're about to launch all these great new sports cars. So the passion comes from excitement. And when I get excited about something, I get very passionate. And when I get very passionate, I win.
This is good to hear. This is good to hear. Also, though, your history with motorsport goes back further than maybe a lot of people realise, and it's really in your blood, isn't it? Your love
Yes,
for motorsport.
well, as a fan, forever. Got involved a little bit in the early 90s with Team Lotus. Understood what to do and what not to do. It was a very learned experience, and some of those lessons I've brought here. But yes, it goes way back.
When you bought this team with a vision. We're here in year 3 of this journey. We're in this amazing new factory, and there's been more growth as well, hasn't there, around the team? Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yes, as I've just mentioned, we've basically doubled the headcount. We've already had some extraordinary people in the business. The team was successful before I took it over, but the people we recently brought in with the people we currently had are bringing this to a whole new level. And as I say, looking forward to be fighting for world championships in the future. Formula One, like any other business, is a journey. This will only be our 3rd year in this journey. And as I think everybody knows, whether it's Formula One or any other business, it takes a little longer than 3 years. But the plan this year is to make a step, and next year make another step, and the year after another step, until we're winning and ultimately fighting for world championships.
The factory we're standing in right now feels like a real statement of intent from the team. Would that be fair to say?
I'd say it's a game changer. You know, you saw earlier today where we're currently working out of. It was over 30 years ago where Eddie Jordan had started. We've significantly outgrown that several years ago. We were actually hoping to build this building a little bit earlier, but due to COVID, we obviously had a couple of years wait. But it couldn't come too soon, and it is a game changer. Everybody will be able to sit together, communicate better. Departments will be closer to where they should be a complete different working environment. And the formula for a winning Formula One team is people, process, and tools. This will be the greatest tools. We already have some of the greatest people, and we'll put in the processes.
First ever smart factory as well.
Yes, the first ever smart factory in Formula One. That's very true.
It's going to be incredible. The imminent future, though, is here.
Yes.
The AMR23.
Under this cover.
Under this cover. It's come together through a lot of hard work.
Tremendous amount of hard work by, as I say, close to 800 very, very devoted, dedicated people. The motivation when you walk around the factory, the excitement of the people in building this car, there's really a buzz. There's a buzz through all of Aston Martin, through here in Silverstone, through our road car companies in Gaydon and St. Anton. Everybody's really on a high and very motivated about building really the greatest high-performance, ultra-luxury brand, and we're going to do it.
You're known as an incredibly successful businessman, but Formula One, as we know, is a results-based business. While the team hasn't challenged for titles yet, you've touched on it a little bit there with the ingredients. Do you feel you've got all the right ingredients in place now to achieve your goals?
I think we have most of the right ingredients in place. The one ingredient we're missing is a bit of time, and there's no replacement for time. But from a managerial, executive level, from a personnel level, yes, I believe we have all the right people in place. And this building, again, brings a whole new dimension and dynamic to driving towards that success. And we just need to be, which I don't have a great deal of patience required to get to where we ultimately want to be. We will get there.
The desire to win is definitely there, that's for sure. You've got a very skilled and dedicated workforce here, haven't you? But you can't take this journey alone. You need your partners.
Partners are critical. We have some spectacular partners in Cognizant, for example, Aramco, who not only sponsor but help technically in driving the team forward through the personnel they give us, through the technology that they share with us. No, we have great partners. We have great fans. We have a tremendous following in Aston Martin. And really, since Aston Martin has come back to Formula One, we're going back to our roots, the level of fan engagement and the level of excitement from the younger generation, and we see it through our sales of our road cars. It's significantly improved dramatically since Aston took to the track.
You mentioned it there, touched on it. It's a big, big anniversary this year, isn't it? 110 years. How important is the sport to Aston Martin in growing its legacy?
It's critical. The sport has a halo down, trickle down effect on our road car company. It's also taking the technology out of these cars and bringing them into our road cars. You know, it's Formula One business itself is on fire. The fan engagement is spectacular. It's doing what it's supposed to do, even faster and in spades.
It's in its DNA.
It's in its DNA. It's bringing the DNA back to what the DNA should be. Technology, racing, performance.
Lawrence, thank you so much for talking to us today. Good luck this year. Thank you, Lawrence.
Thank you.
Lawrence Stroll. Well, it's not just about all of you here today. Fans are watching this event all around the world and at a fan event in London as well. So we eagerly await the launch of the AMR23. It is not long to go now. I'd like to welcome to the stage now our next guest. Please welcome Team Principal Mike Crack. Welcome, Mike. It's good to see you. And I always ask, how's your winter been? But for you, I imagine it was pretty busy and maybe not much time off.
Not much time off, you're right. I got my first Silverstone winter this winter, so it was not only busy, but quite wet and cold as well.
To those who aren't aware, you've got a fantastic history in motorsports. So tell me, how does this project compare?
Well, actually, I'm very privileged to be part of this very ambitious project, huge potential. If you see the amount of investment that is going on here, it's just incredible, and it shows the ambitions that we're having. We are only in year 3 now for Aston Martin, year 2 for me, but you see already things are coming together.
The will to succeed as well is hugely important. You can feel it here as well.
Exactly, yes.
Abu Dhabi seems like an age ago. 2023 will be your second season with the team. How are you feeling heading into this season? What's the difference?
Well, I think last year we saw that from the middle of the season we really made very good progress. The team is really on a high. We have improved in all areas, and we want to take a next step. We want to take a step forward from where we have been, and we don't know where we're going to end up, but I think everybody has worked extremely hard over the winter on the AMR23, and we should see what it is, but our intention is to make a good step forward.
Technical department's changed a little bit as well. Can you just tell us a little bit more about the setup there?
Yeah, we have recruited quite a lot of new people, like Dan Fallows, like Eric Blondin. We have integrated them in a workforce that was already very strong before, and it made us even a lot stronger. We have spoken about the facilities we have now. We are outgrown of them. The new building will be really game changer for us. We will have everybody working together, and we look forward to that.
It's an exciting driver lineup for 2023, of course. What are you expecting out of Lance and Fernando? Just pretend they're not listening, it's fine.
They're not listening, probably. Yeah, it's a very exciting lineup. Lance is doing his 7th year in Formula One. Huge talent, did really well compared to Sebastian, a 4-time world champion. And it's up to us to give Lance the competitive car that he's deserving. We have seen in the past podium, so it's up to us to give the tool. Fernando, huge speed, determination. The hunger that Fernando is having is really inspiring for all of us as a team, and has already played big marks. But we have not only these two, we have also Formula 2 champion Felipe Drugovich, we have Formula E World champion Stoffel van Don, and our ambassadors Jessica and Pedro. So I think we're all set up really well for this season, and we cannot wait to get it going.
No, nor can I. Thank you very much, Mike. Mike Crack, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, as we mentioned, there is a new driver lineup this year who make up part of a wider squad that epitomise the passion, the energy and the purpose of this team.
Formula One means nearly everything to me. As a child, I never imagined to become a Formula One driver. That was a dream.
It's been a big part of my life since a very young age.
Racing to me is everything, because I genuinely have no idea what I would be doing in my life if it wasn't for this point.
No matter how many times you drive a Formula One car, the feeling when you are behind the wheel is always the same. It's just of a massive respect of what you're driving.
Oh, it feels good.
Butterflies, adrenaline, excitement, yeah, feelings that never get old.
As racing drivers, we really like the speed, and something that you can get in a F1 car is something, ridiculous. It's so fast.
We love the speed, but for me what is the most important is the competition.
The whole team has to have the same energy and has to believe that is possible. Hello, Mike. How do you feel ahead of the season?
Very good. Everything is progressing.
I'm extremely proud of the team's efforts. They've done an amazing job.
And the team's been working desperately hard. The last 12 months in particular, culminating in really the birth of AMR23.
We have you here finally, so I'm quite confident. I hope you are the same.
It's so exciting watching this team grow from relatively humble beginnings to what we're looking to achieve in the next few years.
We're all massive Formula One fans. I'm still a fan. I love my job. It's much bigger than all of us.
The first thing that as a driver you need to understand is that you are one more.
You are part of a team of 1,000 people nearly, that every one of them is important.
We all are a very motivated group of people, and the only way that we're going to win races is by working together.
This year is going to look so much better.
Everyone is so passionate to want to win.
I think this team has really grown a lot over the last 12, 18 months, and I think it's only the beginning.
I believe. That's the word, that's the message.
Aston Martin is just so special. It's true heritage.
It's been built around a race team, a Formula One race team. There is a strong energy in the team that makes you feel we're unstoppable.
Now we're ready for the year.
Well, it's not just the driver squad. More than 700 great men and women, both at the track and at the factory, who make it possible for the team to go racing around the world, have poured their hard work and their energy into the AMR23. Are you ready? Let's see it.
Aston Martin was forged on the track, and we're still here at the pinnacle of motor racing, 110 years later.
It marks a real beginning of a new chapter in our story. There's new energy.
It really seems like the pieces are starting to fall into place.
We have left no stone unturned.
I'm super motivated. This is probably the biggest project of my life.
Supporting each other and trying to improve every day.
It's a very exciting time in the team, working so hard every day.
It's just the grinding that the team needs to move forward.
We've created a collaboration that spans the factory floor to the checkered flag.
With the advancements in tech, new personnel, and then of course with the new factory, where that's going to take us in the future is really exciting.
A striking car with a striking colour.
Well, Lance, Fernando, nice to see you both.
Hello.
What do you think, Lance?
Yeah, it's cool.
Fernando,
Hopefully
first
it
thoughts?
drives as good as it looks.
Well, they say if it looks good, it's going to be quick, right?
Yeah, we'll find out in a couple of weeks, but very exciting. It looks great. It's always an exciting day to see the car for the first time.
Fernando, your thoughts?
Yeah, it looks great. It looks amazing. So yeah, we just need to make sure that it's fast. It's up to us now on every race we can, and I can't wait to put the hands on the steering wheel.
Lance, how was your winter? We saw you've been skiing. Enjoy that?
Yeah, it was fun. I had a nice winter training. Yeah, spent a bit of time away with some friends and ready to get back to racing.
Refreshed and ready to go. And Fernando, this is the start of a new chapter for you this year. How's it been getting to know your new team?
Yeah, it has been quite amazing, to be honest. You know, the last few months we've been in contact, and obviously from January I've been here in the factory, some simulator sessions, meeting new people, and yeah, also visiting the new facilities that they will be ready soon. And yeah, I feel this energy. A lot of things going on in the team now. New people that joined the technical department last year, this new factory, new wind tunnel soon, new driver. So everything is good, and yeah, I can't wait to drive, as I said.
I feel like you might have touched on it there a little bit, but I mean, you've got plenty of experience in this sport. So what made you choose to come here? What were the factors that made you think, I want to carry on racing and this is a challenge I'm going to take?
Well, I think a little bit the new people that joined the team, which shows how ambitious everything is here in this project. The leadership of Lawrence, obviously, is a big thing as well. You know, this investment plus the talent is normally a good recipe for success in Formula One. So hopefully we can make this success come in as soon as possible, and you know, we will try to make some shortcuts there.
Lance, this is your third year as an Aston Martin driver. What are your goals heading into this season?
Well, I think we want to be competitive. You know, we improved a lot throughout the year last year. We started in a really difficult place, but we made a lot of progress, and towards the end of the year, we were, you know, in a position to score points consistently, and I think that was a great job by the whole team to make, you know, such big progress through the year. And then coming into this year, yeah, I think it's, you know, just really exciting for everyone. You know, this car is completely different. You know, a lot of work over the winter has gone into building this car. A lot of new ideas, new people on top of the, you know, very talented people that have been here for a long time. You know, a lot of new people joined over the last year or so. So I think it's just a really exciting time for the team. And yeah, just can't wait to get out on track and get behind the wheel.
And you've got a new teammate as well alongside you.
Oh yeah, and a new teammate. Almost forgot.
And finally, what are your expectations for this year at the wheel of this car? It's part of the journey, I know, that Aston Martin are on, and the ambition in the end is to win titles. So what are your expectations for this year? Yeah,
I think if, you know, we can consistently be fighting for good points, you know, podiums, if you know, the chance is there. You know, I think it's just about, you know, making another step from where we were last year. Last year we were the 9th team at the beginning of the year, and then, you know, we just missed out on 6th in the constructors, equal on points with Alfa Romeo, which was actually a great recovery in the second half of the season. And I think this year, you know, if we're, you know, fighting further up the field again, you know, that's got to be the goal. And yeah, you know, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing where we sit in Bahrain.
Fernando, your expectations for this season?
Yeah, very similar. I think we have to make sure that we have a good baseline for future Aston Martin cars, that they will come in the future. Last year, I think the team went through with some difficulties during the first part of the year, but they had a good second part of the year, so we have to see that progress also into 2023. with the feet in the ground, but you know, we will not be happy with fourth, we will not be happy with third, we will not be happy with second. So maybe we cannot win immediately, but that's something that we need to make sure this car is the baseline for future years.
Great stuff, thank you very much. We have a question now. A very special group here today, standing just in front of me, have joined us from Raspberry Pi, a Cognizant Global Philanthropy and Outreach Programme grantee, Silverstone UTC, and from the Aletto Foundation. And I believe Crofty has somebody who'd like to ask you guys a question.
I definitely do, Rachel Brooks. We have our friends from Silverstone UTC who say the car looks beautiful. Amazing, beautiful. From Raspberry Pi, which is a computer technology charity, the car, Noah, looks...
really pretty.
Really pretty. This is great. It's a good start. Now we've settled on that, we have a question for one of our drivers. It's all yours.
Yeah, for Lance, growing up, who was your biggest idol?
Michael Schumacher.
Good choice.
Yeah.
No, it's, you know what, I was just a fan of the sport growing up. I loved racing. You know, I watched Fernando in my young years growing up. You know, he was the guy winning the races and championships. But I'm not going to lie, I was cheering for Michael at the time. But still, you know, really happy to have Fernando in the team now and, you know, really excited to work together.
Yeah.
Those 05, 06 seasons, they must have got you out of bed early there. Lance, who's your idol, Noah?
My idol's Fernando Alonso.
Seriously. Can we get an autograph later?
Of course.
Do you still get Lance's autograph? You do, don't you, as well? He'll get yours too. The rivalry begins. Great stuff. Noah, well done. Thank you very much. Thank you, Crofty, as well. Thank you very much, Fernando and Lance. We look forward to seeing you take this beauty out onto the track at testing in Bahrain in just a week's time. And thank you for your time, the time being. Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll.
Thank you.